Awesome, Glenn blurted out. He was frozen to the spot, his head tilted to one side, mesmerized by the hulking creature. Is it really an ant? I grabbed him by the shirt and dragged him to safety. We've got to get away, I snapped. I don't trust that thing. It might attack us. As though it had heard my words, the giant ant rose up on its hind legs and surveyed us like a savage predator. Its red belly was enormous. It's big enough to eat us, Rachel gasped. The prehistoric ant sank back to the ground, its ugly head twitching from one side to the other. I wondered what it was looking for. You're right, Chen Chen. We've got to find Trent, Rachel urged me. She sucked in a breath, looked ready to burst into a panic run. We can't stay here alone with that monster. But be careful, I warned my friends. Don't make any sudden moves. We don't want that thing charging us, like we could ever outrun it. Glenn started edging backwards, his gaze locked on the monstrous red ant. Can ants actually eat people? He wondered out loud. I don't want to find out, I snapped. All the time we were backing away down the trail, slowly, step by step, and all the time the humongous ant was creeping closer. With a start, I realized it was covering more ground than I first thought. Plan B, guys, I whispered to my friends. It's gaining on us. We're going to have to make a run for it. Where to? Rachel croaked, her gaze swinging from side to side. We were trapped in the great trackless forest in a prehistoric volcanic landscape. The trees interlaced overhead, one continuous roof, knitted with loyal vines as dense as wire netting. The vines smothered the treetops, traveling for kilometers on them before coming back down to earth to plant more roots. It was hopeless. How could we escape? How could anybody travel in a straight line through that forest, into those rugged gorges, and over those ridges? Once we left the track, I knew we'd be lost forever. Nobody could ever find us alive. And making matters worse, whatever sky I could glimpse was dark with brooding clouds, tons of moisture moving in to soak the forest with pelting tropical rain. I grabbed a glance over my shoulder and said, "Follow me." I spun around, chased down the track calling Trent's name, then steered to a stop. A massive log blocked my path. It was too big to jump over, so I jumped into it. Crash! The log caved in under my weight. I sank knee-deep into wet soggy mess, half fungus, half rotten wood. I looked down at the enormous bugs crawling up my legs. I struggled to free myself from the log. I was wedged tight in the rotten mass. My friends were screaming, and the gigantic ant loomed ever closer.